I said after Crown Shit 2023 is over, things have to get better. I saw something for Survivor Series. We're getting a War Games match for the Raw side, but at least they're not doing brand warfare again. Thank goodness for that. But at the same time, this show was really boring. Other than Seth Rollins put his world title on the line, this show was fucking would have been the deadest show ever. But like I said before, I will do a live review for Survivor Series. Hadn't done a live review since SummerSlam. One of the biggest myths of SummerSlams ever. But I'm not going through there again. I'm just not into this build for Survivor Series at all. When that women's battle royal was announced and Becky Lynch was getting it, I thought it's gonna be the obvious winner. Did that happen? We'll get to that. So, anyways, this is $1 back with my Raw review for November 6th, 2023. It was in Walesburg, Pennsylvania, and yeah, we kick off with Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Championship, who, in my opinion, had the best match on Crown Shit with Drew McIntyre. Yeah. And honestly, that should have been the main event of that show, but whatever. Seth Rollins, says, "Welcome to Monday Night Rollins." And I said this before, this has been a way better world title run for Seth Rollins. He says he's a visionary, a revolutionary. He is Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. Still the World Heavyweight Champion. The crowd cheers. But there's some booing in there. Normally he would come out here to talk about himself, but then Sami Zayn makes his way to the ring, and later tonight we're gonna have a World Heavyweight Championship match between Rollins and Sami Zayn. And yeah, not gonna lie, that made me happy to see a world title match on free TV. How many times have we seen a world title match on free TV? But then after that, the fucking Judgment Day. What in the fuck? We have to keep focusing on Raw on the fucking Judgment Day instead of your main fucking world champion. Finn Balor's backstage with Donna Mysterio, Rhea fucking Ripley, Jamie Donna, They talk about their match with the New Day, which the New Day lost to the fucking Judgment Day. I'm fucking done with the fucking Judgment Day. And guess what? Next week they're gonna defend their tag titles against the same two fucking people, Cody Rhodes and fucking Jey Uso. Again! Why? It was okay of a tag match, but I didn't care because it's the same fucking match with these two. 2 out of 5. Next. In the parking lot, Drew McIntyre exits his vehicle, and then Jackie Raymond tries to interview her. McIntyre gets back in his vehicle and drives away. Is this a tease of a Drew McIntyre heel turn? Or he's just done? I hope not, but yeah. Anyways, Shinsuke Nakamura defeats Akira Tozawa. Why? Shinsuke Nakamura was in the fucking Raw Heavyweight Championship program with Seth Rollins. Payback in Fastlane. The first of which was there at Payback. And Shinsuke won. Thank God for that. Nakamura taunts Tozawa, and then Otis is in the ring, and that's a match for next week. .5 out of 5. And then Seth Rollins will, like I said. Then they show video packages, and then the Raw GM, Bull the Eagle, is backstage during recording. Title reign. Gunther made the WWE Intercontinental Championship, blah, blah, blah. This led to a fatal four-way match before that, Rollins is walking up to Raw GM Bull the Eagle, and then it comes up to him and asks if he really wants to do Drew McIntyre afterwards, whatever. Then we get this fatal four-way match for the shot at the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. As soon as this match happened, I was like, Miz is gonna win. The Miz is gonna win. And he did, but it was a really, really weird finish. I mean, he won the fatal four-way match. Ricochet kicked out too, while Reed did. Miz roll him up, and that's the 3, and the Miz is the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. Fresh opponent, and I knew the Miz was going to win, because Ricochet had how many opportunities at the Intercontinental Championship? Bronson Reed had an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. Ivar's a fucking tag team wrestler, for fuck's sake. But then afterwards, Ivar just attacks the Miz, and we're going to have a match next week. So I guess Miz is becoming a babyface for the third time could be the charm, right? This is under Triple H. We'll just wait to see if it's be fine. A weird finish. A 2 out of 5. This was an okay of a fatal 4 match, but then that finish was weird. I'm just being honest here. Then Alpha Academy's weight room, and Maxine Debris will be in the Battle Royal. And then we get a video package of the Creepers make their Raw debut last week, and then they signed contracts to Raw, so they're a part of the Raw brand. So I guess this is their official call-up. And they beat DIY. Good match, but then Ludwig Kaiser kicked Gargano in the head while the referee was distracted. It was a way to protect DIY 3 out of 5. Yeah. And then they show video packages of they show Sami Zayn watching that match at Elimination Chamber this year against Roman Reigns, which we all know the both of those, the WWE Universal Championship is not a thing anymore, but yeah. Jey Uso comes in and says he feels bad about how that went down, and Zayn tells him to forget about it. Tonight isn't proven. Jey saw he believes Zayn will be the new World Heavyweight Championship, which as soon as I knew it, I was like, Seth's gonna retain. And yeah. Then Becky Lynch was getting interviewed. she'll do whatever it takes to get a match with Rhea Ripley, and then Nia Jax appears behind Lynch, and I was like, oh god. The last time Jax said this happened, she been since she broke Lynch's face. I was like, oh god. And then Lynch reminds her that she went on to win the main event of WrestleMania. After that, while Jax got fired, like, ooh. Shots fired. Shots fired. And then it was when the show went downhill. I mean, it was already went downhill since after the Seth Rollins Sami Zayn first segment. And that Nakamura Tozawa match was pointless. This is when Raw went downhill again. The Battle Royal came. All I said is, give the win to Becky Lynch. Have her be Rhea at Survivor Series. And move on from it. Let me read this to you. Becky Lynch is the next out. As Lynch makes her entrance, Xia Li attacks her from behind. Lee then knocks Lynch out with a spinning kick. Knock her out. And then Bully Eagle runs down and tells Xia Li, no, you're not going to be in the match. So he removes her. And he fucking removes Becky Lynch. I was like, fuck this match now. Like, the moment when Becky Lynch was out of this match, I was like, fuck this match. And Zoe Stark won this match. Why are we doing another? She already had a title opportunity. Well, there's my pitch break for Survivor Series this year. Moving on. Nobody cares. Fuck this Battle Royal. 0 out of 5. Then the main event. Got my save this Raw, honestly. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins defeats Sami Zayn to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. In the best match on the show. 4.5 out of 5. But then afterwards, the fucking Judgment comes out. 4 out of the 5 members of the Judgment comes out. Then Jey Uso comes out. And then Cody Rhodes comes out. Then Bald Eagle says, enough, we're gonna have a fucking War Games at Survivor Series. So, it's gonna be a 4-on-4 one. Which, that is more easier to watch than 5-on-5 War Games matches. But then again, look, the Judgment is gonna fucking lose that War Games match. Watch. They're gonna fucking lose that War Games match. So it's gonna be Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso versus the fucking Judgment Day. This is Raw. If Seth Rollins didn't appear on the show, this would have been a D. But when Seth was on the show, I get a C-. But yeah, this show was just did not set my hype for Survivor Series, which this Thursday gonna be a redo of Survivor Series 1998, which was the Deadly Games tournament, and yeah. Before I go off, there's a rumor that the main event of next year's WrestleMania is going to be Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes again. I'm sorry, but Cody Rhodes already had a shot and he blew it. To me, Do AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania. Whatever. The show overall gives a C minus. Tomorrow I'll do my next Wrestling Dumpster Fires video on the Black Scorpion, which is the one where Sting's weirdest storyline he ever had in WCW. And I'll probably do another action figure segment, because the one I did was the Rock debut and he got attacked by Umaga, which I'm planning on doing that match for Survivor Series. I think I already told you that. With the 4-4 Survivor Series match also with Austin, AJ Styles, Goldberg, Seth Rollins versus Heyman's crew. But regardless, C minus. Like this, comment if you're new to this channel and my secondary channel. Subscribe to both of them and click the notification bell to get instant updates. And there. Goodbye.